Or MJ would retire at the height of his NBA career only to come back not once but twice, ultimately retiring 3 separate times. Before Michael Jordan was number 23 in the program and number 1 in our heart. Before he made more money by partnering with Nike for his Air Jordan brand than he did on the court.
Sure it's not the shoes?
I'm sure, Mom.
Before he tried his hand at Major League Baseball and acting.
Out for that first step, Doc. It's a real Lulu.
Bugs Bunny.
You were expecting maybe the Easter Bunny?
Before he was a businessman and principal owner and chairman of the current Charlotte Hornets. Michael Jordan is arguably the most famous NBA player of all time. In fact, his biography on the NBA website states that by acclamation, Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. But that is not all the 53-year-old Brooklyn-born, North Carolina-raised all-star would excel at in his lengthy and successful career. Famous for the rejection from his high school basketball team, Michael became the poster child for success after failure and went on to play multiple sports over multiple decades. This man has famously retired at the height of his career for the first time in 1993, the same year his father was brutally murdered. No one can blame him for taking the break, but he would return and win 3 consecutive seasons only to retire again, and then come back a 3rd time. Three-peats seem to be MJ's jam. My name is Amber Smith, filling in for Michael McCrudden, documenting the life of Michael Jordan prior to fame. Michael Jeffrey Jordan was born February 17, 1963 in Brooklyn, New York, the son of Dolores, who worked in a bank, and James R. Jordan Sr., an equipment supervisor. His family moved to Wilmington, North Carolina when he was just a toddler. Michael has 4 siblings. He has 2 older brothers, Larry Jordan and James R. Jordan Jr., 1 older sister, Dolores, and a younger sister, Rosalind. At the age of 12, Michael was suspended from school. His mother knew she had to play the role of a stickler, that she could not let Michael spend time doing nothing or just watching TV. So she started taking him to the bank where she worked, where he'd be seated in the car reading books the whole day so that she could watch over him. Jordan attended Emsley A. Laney High School in Wilmington, where he anchored his athletic career by playing baseball, football, and basketball. He tried out for the varsity basketball team, but during his sophomore year, he was only 5'11". He was deemed too short to play at that level. Motivated to prove his worth, Jordan became the star of Laney's junior varsity squad and tallied several 40-point games. The following summer, he actually grew 4 inches and trained rigorously.
Hi, my name is Roberto, and in this video I recorded the history of Michael Jeffrey Jordan, who born in New York on February 17 in 1963. He is former American basketball player. He currently owns the NBA team, the Charlotte Hornets, and he is regarded by his fans and especially as the greatest basketball player of all times. He retired permanently in 2003 at the Washington Wizards, having done on the occasion in 193 and 199, after having played 13 seasons with the Chicago Bulls. He won 6 rings with the Chicago Bulls, averaging 31 points per game in his career, the highest average in language history. He also won 10 top scores titles, 3 MVPs of the season, 6 MVP of the finals. He was named the NBA player of the best 10 times, definitely 9 times. There in the ball, still for 3 years, and he awarded of the best defender of the season. Since in 1983, he's appeared of the cover of the prestigious sports magazine Sports Illustrated in 50 times, and recovered and adding to be named Athlete of the Year in 191 and Best Athlete of Century by ESPN, and second after Ray, but occasionally place. He is the greatest player of all time, and he's been signed in 190.85 by Nike, and he has his own brand named Jordan, and he earns so much money that he is one of the most richest players of all time. In conclusion, Michael Jordan is the best player of all time for a lot of people, and is one of the most characteristic player of the court.